People that are successful play the percentages. So why aren't you? Stay tuned. Hello again, everyone. I'm Eli's dad with Project Eli, where we educate, we lead, and we inspire. And what I want to talk to you about today is playing the percentages, putting the numbers in your favor. And part of the issue here, part of the challenge is that people don't realize that they're not playing the percentages. Let me start off by giving you a quote from Steve Jobs that I saw that is just absolutely phenomenal. Here goes, and I quote, "You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward. So, you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. Because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you confidence to follow your heart even when it leads you off the well-worn path." Unquote. Once again, that's from Steve Jobs. Okay, so what are we talking about here? I'm talking about playing the percentages. I submit to you that most of you are victims of secondhand smoke. Okay, what the heck are you talking about? Well, we've already discovered, we've already documented that successful people versus unsuccessful people are divided 95%, 5%, 19-1. All right? So if you're in that 95% group, you're listening too much to the people in that 95% crowd and you're not playing the numbers. If you want to be successful, you need to find someone that's in that 5% group, the 1 out of 20. Otherwise, you become a victim to what's coming out of the mouths of the 95% crowd, which I refer to as secondhand smoke. So don't suffer the issues that happen when you become victim to that secondhand smoke. Now, let me give you some examples of exactly what I'm talking about. Connecting the dots, all right? I want to start with something here. I want to talk to you about improvement. Now, I know you've heard that if you improve 1% a day, every day, and you do that for a whole year, my goodness, you are going to be major superstar. All right, let's be a little more realistic, okay? 1% a day is kind of difficult. Let's even try for 1% a week. If you can improve yourself 1% a week, think of how much greater you will be at the end of the year. Now, a lot of this is done with mundane stuff. I want to give you a real life example. I'm a senior citizen. Eli, my number one son, is 17. All right, so what are 17-year-olds thinking about? They think about getting their driver's license. One of the things they're thinking about anyway. They're thinking about getting their driver's license. Now, all things being equal, the fact that Eli is 17, the fact that he's young, that he's vibrant, that he's got, physically, he's at pretty much the top of his game or pretty close to it. By all intents and purposes, Eli should be a much better driver than I am as a senior citizen. Well, the evidence indicates that, and I'm not picking on Eli, I'm just saying people of that age, but the insurance companies who bet their lives on it are saying, no, he's not as good a driver as you are, and we back that up with the way we charge you. Okay, so someone in my position pays significantly less for insurance than somebody under 25. All right, we all know that. So what's the difference? I mean, Eli's reflexes are better than mine. He's quicker than I am. His eyesight is certainly better than mine. So how come I get to pay less and he gets to pay more? Here's the why and because. I've been driving now for close to 40 to 50 years. Now, it's not something that I focused on at the time. But when you do something over and over and over and over again, like driving, you become better at it. You become a better anticipator. Oh, there's going to be a problem here. You see a driver, you anticipate the moves that other people on the road are going to make. You also anticipate that when the weather is bad, I mean, we're in the middle of winter as I make this video, there's been some ice even here in the Houston area. My goodness, the people go nuts when it gets cold down here. I don't know the why because of that, but in any case, my point is, I am, based on 40 to 50 years of driving, very experienced as a driver. And my reflexes are good enough, all right, until they get to the point where I'm old and super old and decrepit. Let's not say old, let's say super old and decrepit, and I can't move and I can't see at all. Until that time comes, I'm going to be a better driver than somebody that's just starting off behind the wheel. Why? I've had all that experience. I don't go out when it's icy. All right? A lot of times you see people that are, oh, it wasn't my fault. I was on the road and this guy, well, what were you doing on the road in the first place? You follow my point. So over the years, I got a little better, a little better, a little better, a little better. I wasn't even concentrating on it. I wasn't even focusing on it. But through that experience, I became a much better driver. I can anticipate things. I don't put myself in situations where the potential for accidents is greater. Do you follow what I'm saying? As a result, I haven't even had a speeding ticket. I can't even remember the last time I got any kind of a ticket, not to mention any kind of an accident. Not that I drive a ton, but the point is, I anticipate. I see what's out there, and I make good judgments. So here's the point I want to get to you here. The more you want to, mundane habits like driving, you can improve even if you're not trying. But you got to have the faith in other habits that it's going to take you to where you want to go. And I'm talking about habits like reading, writing, understanding people, thinking, being creative. You have to say to yourself, you know, I can't see right here, right now, where I'm benefiting a whole ton by reading 45 minutes to an hour a day or a half an hour a day every single day. I can't see it. From day to day, I don't see that change. But as you accumulate more and more knowledge in that area, also thinking, do you give yourself quiet thinking time? The more practice you have thinking and thinking and thinking, the better you're going to be. Before you go to sleep at night, do you plant that seed with the universe and say, help me, I need something creative, I need a new idea, I need a new paradigm, help me. Do you follow what I'm saying? When you get into these habits on a regular daily basis, then you're going to start to improve. Now, you're not going to see it. It's like going to the gym. You go to the gym, you work out, you know, you've been there for 2 hours, you're sweating mortar shells, all right? You say, oh boy, that was great, and you look in the mirror and it's like the same body. How disappointing. But if you have the faith that if you do it on a regular basis, that you can sculpt your body to something that is much more attractive. Same thing works with your mind. The same thing works with personal development. So let's get into those habits that are going to put us there. They may seem mundane. They may seem, you know, minute. But if you add them up over time, you'll be playing the odds. They will work in your favor. Because believing the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path. Posthumously, we'll thank Steve Jobs for that quote. Keep in mind, let's get into the good habits. Let's do them a little every day. You're going to improve a great deal over time, but you have to make that commitment. Are you worth it? The choice is yours. And let's always remember, let's not ration the passion, let's fashion the passion. I'm Eli's dad.